What's going on, guys? This is Red Ninja, and in this video I'm gonna explain to you, pretty much what you do when you play solo on Kino and I'm gonna go over a lot of the technical knowledge that you guys probably don't, you guys might not be picking up. First thing you want to do is you want to keep restarting the game until the box is down in the MPL room, and then once you do that and you die in auto restart, as long as you let it auto restart, the box will be in the same spot, and the dogs will also be in the same spot. So the first thing you want to do is run up and grab that M14 and just kill the zombies as fast as you can. Hopefully faster than me, because I'm way too slow. I really need to speed up here. I've done a lot better than 36 minutes to 30. I've done 33 minutes. I'm gonna try to explain where I lost time and the things you can avoid to do to lose time. So like I said, start the box downstairs, and you pretty much want to stay in the first room with the M14 until about round 3 or 4. It depends how things go. And another thing about technical knowledge is, yes, when you let the game auto restart, the drop system in the first round of dogs will all be the same. So in this particular lobby that I have set up, the first drop will always be that insta-kill. In this particular one, you have to watch the drop order. And I wanted to use this insta-kill for round 3. That's why I didn't grab it right away. This is why you don't go crazy and grab them. See how I grabbed this? I grabbed this that was just about to disappear when it starts to blink really fast. So I throw the grenades. I want to try to get as many killed. I probably shouldn't have wasted so much time up here, because I'm sitting there waiting for this one to come on, and the spawns. I should have just gone downstairs a little bit faster, and I got plenty waiting down there, and then I could have came back upstairs, but it's whatever. You want to go into the MPL room and start hitting the box as fast as you can. I usually like to get the MPL right away in case I get a shitty gun out of the box. So I'll get the MPL, and then so I don't have to waste, get it in case I get like a China Lake or a Law, because that's just gonna slow me up. Usually when I do a speed run, in this game I didn't really care. It was just a regular run. Not every run's gonna be the fastest. That's fine. I mean, 36 minutes to 30 is is pretty decent. It's not terrible. It's just pretty decent. But and this isn't to 50. I mean, hopefully I would get hour 20, maybe with this time, probably about an hour 20, about an hour 25 to 50. Hopefully, that's pretty much that's decent time. Hour 20 or below is pretty good time. World record I think is hour 15. So that's just super crazy fast. You don't necessarily need to be that fast to get to around 200. You just have to be able to you gotta a lot of the top players that have high rounds, they have they pretty much play a good decent fast, and then they just do that consistently. And I can't go into everything, and there's a lot that I can't go into, but you see I'm hitting the box right away. I don't care about what gun I'm getting. I'm after the thunder gun and the ray gun and monkeys. That's what I'm pretty much after. And I don't get monkeys in this game, and I don't really care. I mean, monkeys as a bonus, but it's not needed. So I didn't really care. I ended up getting the ray gun first and then the thunder gun. But that's pretty much what I'm after, is that ray gun and thunder gun. I want to get this game moving. I want to kill the zombies as fast as I can. And I want to move that box and get a. If I could get the ray gun, now see, if you get the ray gun and you get the thunder gun out of the first box, stop hitting the box. Don't move the box, because then you won't get fire sales, and then you're gonna have less drops in the cycle. You won't have that fire sale. You have to move the box in order to get a fire sale. And see, I didn't go for that insta right away because there's only a few zombies left. So I wanted to save that insta for next round. You got to do stuff like that. And I'm certainly not going to go and get that hammer. That'll slow shit up. This is not a no-carp strategy. You can't do a no-carp strategy in this. No-carp strategy means when there's only 4 windows available, or less, you won't get a hammer. It's like if you're in the first room, until you open a door, you'll never get a hammer because there's only 4 windows in the first room. So, you know, a hammer is 200 points. You know, there's only 200 points available. There has to be more than 200 points available in order to get a hammer. So you guys are going to learn a whole bunch of stuff, a bunch of technical knowledge. And I'm going to suggest that you guys watch this video over and over and over again and really listen to the things I say and watch things. Because in there, you know, I got the ray gun right away, which is good. You really want to get something good out of the first box. That's pretty much my rule when I do these things. Just restart. Just hold a grenade, die, and as you let the game auto restart, the box will be down there again. I get dogs, I believe, on round 7, or no, round 6. So in this lobby, I will always get dogs on round 6. I always get the first drops will always be that insta kill. You know, it'll go in that drop order. So I know how the drops are, because this wasn't my first game in this lobby. This was actually my second, because I didn't get my guns right away, and you know, I ended up just killing myself and restarting, and then I let it auto restart. So I know where the box is going. When I move that box, it's going to go in the theater. And it'll move in the same order every time once you get your lobby set up. So these are just, you know, tricks of solo. And, you know, I'm not going to go for that max right away. I want to waste some ammo. And, you know, you have to do stuff like that. Don't be such a hurry to just grab stuff. Unless you really need it really bad and you're not going to be able to get to it. You know, I have plenty of time to finish up this round, reload my guns, and, you know, grab it. And, you know, I still have walkers, so when you get into this room, you want to stay in this room. You don't want to cross that line until the zombies are done spawning. When there's no more zombies spawning, that's when you cross the line. The reason for that is when you get the power on and you don't cross this line, nothing spawns in the theater. Everything spawns in the lobby. You want to stay out of the lobby because you don't want to activate Novas. You want to at least do the first 70 rounds no Novas, at least. You know, that's the only way you're going to get a 3-hour 70, okay, or less. So you don't activate Novas. You know, you only get runners, and you don't cross that line for drops. You know, you'll see it one time in this game. I don't cross. There's an insta kill in the hallway, and I'm not crossing that line for that. It's going to slow up my time, because what's it going to do when I cross that line and I got the power on? It's going to make Novas and zombies spawn in the theater. Nothing will spawn in the theater once I get the power on and I stay in this room and I don't cross that doorway. Nothing spawns in the theater at all. No Novas, no nothing. If I cross that line, as soon as I cross over that line, even if it's to get a nuke, if you want to get a nuke, you get it when the zombies are done spawning, when that nuke will finish off the round. Other than that, let it go. Just let it go. The only thing I would really cross that line for would be for a max ammo, because I would be spamming my thunder gun and killing a shit ton of zombies, and then what I would do is I would run up there and hit the trap on the theater wall. That way, when the Novas respawn, and it still slow up your time. It's really not a good idea to cross that line. And see, I saved the nuke because I want to continue getting this fire sale and try to, you know, try to get something out of that box, try to get something out of it, and you know, it didn't work out for me that time, but I wanted to try to get 4 hits, so you know, I'm not going to grab the fire sale. Now, another little trick you can do is stay in this area. Once after about round 9, unless you're a real fucking badass, I would say about 8 or 9 you should come and you should just run here. You don't want to run up those stairs like what I'm doing right here. You want to try to stay out of, because that's why I ended up having to leave early. I should not have had to leave. I could have stayed here till about round 15 down there, but because I ran up the stairs, they're going to start coming down the hallway. If I would have stayed down on the stairwell, if I would have stayed down there, I would have, those zombies that would have came out of that back window, they would have gone the other end of the stairs, and they wouldn't have came behind me. So this is all technical knowledge. You got to know where to place yourself and when to place yourself. And you know, I decided to leave because it was dogs. So hey, I'm gonna just get the power on. I had to open up the door, so there would be no reason why I'd want to stay there in the next room. That would just be slow. So I had enough points. I'm gonna buy claymores. I'm gonna get the power turned on. First thing I did was killed the dogs. So I got the claymores, I killed the dogs, and then after the dog round, because the dog round would be faster. So I wanted to get the dogs killed, and then I flip on the power switch. So I get the max ammo, get the claymores, because you can use those. I'm going to throw a couple down just for the hell of it. They're never going to get used. They're just going to stay there the entire freaking game, I guess. Because I don't end up coming back here. Well, I end up coming here the next round to get speed cola, but I'm going to get my jug, and I'm going to run straight to the fire trap room, and I'm going to stay and see where the box is. That's where the box is always going to go. If I held a grenade, if I cooked a grenade and held it and killed myself and let the game auto restart, the box would be downstairs in the MPL again, and then it would go to the theater, and that's where it's going to go. Right now, my strategy is I'm going to get a fire sale and try to get my guns. I don't want to try to, go out there and hit the box when there's Novas, and it would just be really slow. So I'm going to just stay in here. I got a ray gun. I can kill the zombies. I know a fire sale will be eventually coming, once we work through the drop system. See, there's the max ammo. Fire sale is, really close by because, I'm paying attention to the drop order. And the drop order is going to be the same for this lobby. Like I said, if I killed myself, the box would be downstairs. Dogs would always be at round 6, the first round of dogs. After that, it's just random. Dogs come every 4 to 5 rounds. That's another thing you really got to pay attention to when you're playing these games. Is you want to pay attention. If your luck's good, you want to get your 5 rounders in the early rounds because you can really crank through the early rounds. So you want to get if luck's good for you, and I don't know how to make this happen. No one's figured out how to make it happen. If someone does, it's just gonna help people just get faster. But if the luck's good to you, you get your 5 rounders in the early rounds, like in the teens, like before 20s, and then you get your 4 rounders in the later rounds. That's what's gonna work out good for you. If that happens to you, that's good luck. Other than that, there's not a whole much of luck in these games. You just pretty much want to kill the zombies as fast as you can, and I'm gonna get that nuke, and that's what's gonna spark a insta kill and a fire sale. Now I'm not going for that insta kill right away because I knew it was the end of the round, and I'm gonna go and get this fire sale. It's very important. What I did here is I got that fire sale before the rounds flip, because remember I told you don't want to be over that line or else zombies are going to spawn in the theater. So I saved that insta so I can hit the box really fast and not have to worry about the zombies because it's insta kill. So I can get at least 4 hits out of that box. I want to get 4 hits out of that box. That's going to stand my chance of getting a thunder gun. And I'm not getting a thunder gun yet, so I'm going to hit the box again. It's still insta kill, so I don't have to worry about these zombies. They die really easy, and I get a nuke. I see it right away, and boom, I get the thunder gun. See how that works? Now I'm ready to rock and roll. The only thing I'm going to do next is the next dog round. I'm going to run and go get speed cola. And I actually do run and go in the dog round and get double tap. I like running double tap in these. That's just my personal preference because it's just really easy to shoot the ray gun really fast, and it just makes it easier for me. But it does cost me some time to do that. The only way you could really not be cost time with it is if you do the dog round quick and then run to the alley, and then do like a few rounds in the alley until the next dog round. But I don't know, either way you're probably gonna lose a little bit of time, but I was okay with that. I still want to get I like having double tap, okay? I like having it for the ray gun. That's just my personal preference. I don't care 35, 36, 34, I would have rather have gotten like a 34 minute to 30. That would have been pretty decent, for considering that I went for double tap. But if you're really crazy about time and you're trying to get 31, you're probably gonna go out with double tap. It's just the way it is. You're gonna have to get your more than likely you're gonna have to get your setup out of the first box, because I will continue to get fire sales. And you know, I'm not worried about really like using the thunder gun too much. You know, I'm gonna use it up because I'm forcing drops. That's why you want to continue to use it. You don't get any drops with the thunder gun, okay? You don't get any, and I'm a little rusty at this too. That's why I didn't like to want to get pushed back there, but I'm just a little rusty. I mean, you know, I haven't been playing Kino in a while, so you know, that's you know, it takes a few of these for me to get back into it. And this is pretty much what you want to do. Now, see, I know it's going to be dogs. I know it's going to be dogs, so I already left the room. You know, I didn't want to wait because I'm paying attention to the rounds, right? Every 4 to 5 rounds. So I knew it was going to be dogs, so I took off out of there early. Another thing that's going to help you is go to a website called zombulator.com. I'll probably link that. I'll have to link that in the description. And you guys go to zombulator.com, and what that site does is it calculates how many zombies are per round, and per you know, you can put it on 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, 4 player, and it'll tell you how many zombies per round. It'll tell you what their health is. And see, I'm going for the double tap. I'm just going for it. It's slowing up my shit, you know, but you know, I'll just kill the dogs as I run into them. But that's just me. I guess I'm just a scrub like that. I'm gonna go for the double tap because I like having it, and it makes it easier for me to you know, force my drops. And what I mean by force drops is I'm gonna use the ray gun when I can to try to get drops, because I want to push through the drop cycle and line up another max ammo. And then when I have that, when I know that my next drop is going to be a max ammo, then that's when I'm gonna, you know, really use up the thunder gun. And you know, if you get what I'm saying, that's just the way to do it. And I don't know what I was doing here. I should have been going downstairs more and just going for them dogs. I was kind of like standing there waiting for them to come to me, but it's whatever. But now once I get into the fire trap room, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I'm gonna end up getting some novas because I'm over the line when the round flips. But I didn't go into the lobby. You don't want to go in the lobby area because that'll activate the novas. So as soon as the novas come in here and clear the few novas that I get, and I should have hit that freaking trap in the theater, but I didn't. But it's what I should have did, because that would have took care of those novas. But it's whatever. So I get that, you know, that wasn't over the line, it was within, so I'll get it. But if that double points would have ended up in the hallway, there's no way I would have crossed that line to get that. Not even worth it. I don't need points that much. Not at all. I'm gonna get plenty of points. So right here, especially in the early rounds, you really want to use up that ray gun, because ray gun's fast. You want to try to push out as much as you can. If they start piling up on you, whip out the thunder gun and start shooting out a little bit. And then you want to get yourself kind of like in these little like spots. I don't even want to be back here. I don't want to even be back here at all. That's why I put all those claymores back there. When I start putting claymores back there, I don't want to be crossing over there. So I kind of got a little like, that was just kind of me being rusty. But you really want to stay in this middle here and kind of like work your way and back and forth, keep moving around those pillars, kind of back and forth. That's why I'm putting down these claymores, because in case I do get pushed back there, or if I get a horde up and I'm low on ammo, there's a couple times when I use the claymores to and see what I do is I stand up at the doorway. I got the boards up there, I know they're coming, and then I go for the trap. If you can watch what I'm doing there, I go for the trap. I don't really like using this wheel spot in the early rounds. I used it just out of habit. But in the early rounds, I find better to be on the other side. I like, because I'm shooting the zombies as they're spawning. But for this time, I just use the trap this way. But you can go to the other window as long as you have that door closed to the alley. You do not want to open that door to the alley at all. You want to keep that door closed. That way, the only zombies that are going to come is from those two windows. And if you're behind the other side of the fire trap, then you just have to guard that window where I pulled the fire trap. So next to the MPL, that window, this back window right over here, right here. And you know, I want to keep that boarded, but not too boarded. You don't have to go crazy boarding that window, because you know, I want them to leak out, but I want them to leak out not as fast, but I want just a little bit of a delay. So, you know, I noticed they're coming in that window, so I want to get those killed because I see they're going to be pouring out here, and I'm ready for them. See how I'm all ready for them? At least I'm trying to be ready for them. And I got the speed cola, and see, that's why I just like the double tap. It's a lot easier to, and see, now I got the max ammo. I knew the max ammo was coming after the double points, so, you know, now I got the max ammo. Here I am. I'm gonna spam the thunder gun a little bit, because I want to get that max ammo right away. I want to try to use up some thunder gun ammo. That's what you really want to do, and you want to shoot the zombies. You want to shoot the zombies in a way where you don't knock them down. You know, where they get back up. You gotta shoot them right. You want to shoot them too far away. And right after the max ammo, we seem to always get that hammer. I really didn't want to have to run back there, but I did, so it's whatever. You know, the zombies that can't follow me back there got killed. I'm gonna end up building up a lot more claymores up there once I get my shit together, and you know, stop letting those zombies push me out. But really much, I want to stay in that center and kind of work my way out. Now, dog rounds. Now, there's two ways you could do dog rounds. You could do here if you're standing right in this spot and you don't cross the line. If you don't cross the line behind me, they'll only spawn in front of you. So you just sit there and you shoot the you shoot the ray gun, and you just shoot it. You just pretty much, you know, just keep shooting it and kill the dogs really fast, and you get the max ammo. That's a good way to do dog round. Another way, you could stay in the back corner of the fire trap room. That spot's good too. As long as you're in the back corner, they spawn really quickly, and you want to get in this room before that round flips. Why? Because you don't want them to spawn in the theater. You don't want to get those novas. It's just going to slow you down. So, you know, this time is not, it's not that great. You know, I'm already on 22 minutes. I'm around 20, so that's not that good. I definitely lost some time. And see, I'm not going to go out there for that insta-kill. This is the part I was telling you about. I'm not going to go out there for that insta-kill. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all. I would end up getting more novas and it'd be slow. I don't have a spray gun. You know, I'd rather just hit the fire trap at this point and just shoot these zombies. See, this is how I recommend you do it. Just hit that fire trap and then stand here. And as soon as those zombies, don't even let them get around the corner. Just shoot them really quick. Just get them killed. And nothing's spawning here. So, back to where I was talking about that site, zombulator.com. It tells you how many, you know, zombies are in round 30, for instance, or round 20. You're gonna get a rough estimate how many zombies there are and how many hordes there be and what their health will be. That gives you a good idea. I mean, you're not gonna sit there and count zombies, of course, but it gives you a good idea of and just playing a lot. Once you get experience, you pretty much get the feel of it. Usually, you know, like in these early rounds, you're gonna get like one trap, and then you're gonna have like a little bit of you know, just a little handful of zombies, and you're just gonna kill them out with the ray gun, and that's gonna be round. And then next round, you're gonna have to just wait for that fire trap to recharge. So you're pretty much gonna have to depend on your ray gun. You want to use the ray gun, you know, pretty good, because you want to get your drops out. You know, I'm on the hammer. You know, I got to go through those drops again. I want to line up another max ammo eventually. So if I just hoard them up and sit there and run back and forth and hoard them up and use the thunder gun, I'm not going to be forcing my drops effectively and, you know, doing what's called forcing a max by lining up that max ammo. See, what I want to do is I want to line up that max ammo, then use up the thunder gun, and then start shooting with my ray gun or drop some claymores and get that max ammo and get my ammo back. See, that's smart. So right here, you know, I decide, hey, you know, I'm not gonna hit the fire trap because I only got a few zombies left, so I'm gonna use and see, there's that max ammo again. There's that max ammo. This lobby is pretty good for dropping me those max ammo, so I'm not gonna lie. You know, the drop system is pretty good. Sometimes the drop system could be bad. I was playing another game earlier where I had the box downstairs and I totally kept restarting it and got to move again because the drop system was all fucked up. The box system was all fucked up. The box system on this game, on the first two games I played in this lobby, the drops were good. I was getting the max ammo by round 3, and kept getting the ray gun out of the first box. So, it doesn't control the box too much, but I kept getting good. Some lobbies that you set up are better than others. So, that's what it is. What you will control is where the box is and where it goes every time it moves. You will control that, and you will control when your first dog round is and the drop order. Other than that, I don't think it really matters anything else. That's why it's so stupid how these randoms are saying if you jump in front of the box and shoot the teddy bear and all this other stuff, that's going to make the box appear there. No, it won't. The box is set to go wherever it's set to go. You just won't know in co-op, because when you start up a co-op game, it's different. But when you're playing solo and you let it auto restart, it's the same thing. It's the same thing every time. It's not like the same thing, but I mean it's the same. The box will be in all the same spots. The gun orders will be different because that's random. But the drop order will be the same, and the box order in your first round of dogs will be the same. And for me, I think from what I found out, because I can kill myself and keep this lobby open, and keep my game paused, and I could kill myself and just play to round 30 again, and which I was kind of planning on doing because I kind of liked having this lobby set up. I was gonna try to do another one of these, or maybe do a 50, and see how that works out. We'll see if I got time to do it. But I kind of like this, and see, I expected the hammer to come after the max ammo. Isn't that what happened before? I mean, see, that's the drop cycle. If you understand this, you're starting to understand the drop cycle. Okay? You're starting to understand the drop cycle, and you have to understand the drop cycle in order to do fast runs. People are top speedrunners. They put a lot of time and effort into setting up the perfect lobby. They sit there and they'll play through the lobby, and not only will they want the box downstairs, but they'll want the perfect drop order. They'll want a good drop order. They'll want their drop order set the way it is. And a lot of the PC players, they use the no clip and the God mode and the no clip, and they check things out. And because if they're playing a different map, they want to see where the box appears. Like if you're playing like 5 or Moon or something, they'll no clip. They'll go into what's no clip, where they can just like float through the map, and then they'll take those, because those mods are built into the PC version of the game. You can go in the God mode no clip, so that gives them a little advantage to be able to do that shit. I mean, a console player that has no mods or anything, they just have to play through the game and see how it goes. So if they play through the game a couple times in that particular lobby that they have set up, they can see all the places the box moves and what kind of luck they're getting out of the box, and all that stuff. They'll see when they get their first round of dogs. They'll get to understand the drop order that they have, and if they're not happy with it, they can always restart until they get the box down there again, and they'll have a new drop order and first round of dogs to work with. So these are all things that just takes time. I mean, you may play a lot of speedrun games before you get a really good time, but to be able to get 34, 35, 36, it's pretty decent. I mean, if you're a really top player like Nuker, I think that guy could get like at least a 32 every time he plays, no matter what, even if he gets a late setup. I mean, that guy's just that fast. So I really like doing it this way instead of using the wheel, at least in these early rounds. And see, I just blew those guys out because I want to kill the zombies fast, and I don't mind using a shot on a few zombies. I don't mind, because I'm expecting dogs. I know I'll have enough ammo. I'll be able to stretch it. And I'm just getting slapped way too many times there. I didn't like getting a double slap there. That was just me being rusty again. I usually am pretty good at not getting touched too much. So I got a good amount of claymores back here. I'm pretty much doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And as the rounds go up higher, it becomes easier to hoard up. You know, the zombies come out a little bit faster, they spawn a little bit faster, there's less of a delay, and it's easier to hoard up. But right now, I'm going to be relying on my ray gun and thunder gun until that trap recharges. Okay? And as the rounds get higher like they are now, I'm going to start using that trap right away. I won't worry about saving it for the next round. You know, I'm just going to hoard up a little bit, you know, get a little bit of horde and just, you know, blow out. I'm not trying to get full horde here. I'm just trying to, you know, get up a little bit. And, you know, I want to use it. And I got that trap ready, so now it's time to use it. And I went for the wheel right away because I didn't want to. You can go through the trap. It's kind of risky. If you got zombies in front of you, you might end up having to use a thunder gun shot. I personally that's just my preference. I'm a very careful player, so I don't really like to go through the fire because it's just, you know, when I mean go straight through it. I'd rather just go around to the other side. And see, I already had using our shot, but I didn't really care. You know, I knew it was going to be getting dogs, so I'll get my ammo back. Another thing you really want to do is when you have that max ammo land up and it's a dog round, you notice a lot of times you probably have noticed this, you'll get that max ammo right before dogs. You do not want to do that. If you know that max ammo is lined up, you want to save that max ammo until after the dog round because you're getting a max ammo from dogs. So you want to use that thunder gun. You want to use a thunder gun or go out in the hallway and use that trap or something if you got a few zombies left. You know, that's pretty much what you want to do. So, you know, I'm looking at 29 dogs, so I'm hoping I'm gonna need to force another max ammo. That's why I'm gonna use a ray gun and try to get another max ammo out of these guys, and you know that'll get me to you know, to round 29, no problem. So, but eventually I'm gonna get forced in. You know, I'm gonna get overrun a little bit, and I'm gonna have to, you know, use the thunder gun. So here I am. You know, just kind of playing it a little careful. Get your thunder gun out, run. Trap's ready. You're darn right. I'm going to use that trap, blow those guys out, and run to the other side. And, you know, I'm good to go. Just cover that window. Other than that, I'm trying to think of what other technical things I can cover. I know there's a lot, and I've covered a lot of things. That's why I suggest you watch this video over and over again, not just to watch the gameplay, but to listen to the things I say. I'm talking real fast. I'm dropping a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a lot more than you can really digest at one time. This is where it's a good time where I should have had the Bowie knife. You know, it would have been nice if I would have gone out like in the when it was a dog round. I could have just gone around the corner and got a Bowie knife. Because when you start making those crawlers in these high rounds, and they get in the door, it's kind of hard to shoot them, so you get the Bowie knife and you just knife them one time when they start crawling up the window because they're just hard to get. So I'm going to bring these guys back here because I'm low on ammo, and that's why I had these claymores, so that I knew that would finish the round. That was another little thing I was going to do, you know, that I did. And so, yeah, I don't end up getting dogs till 29. And then I'm pretty much low on ammo. But see here, I got the Insta off of it, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can on the Insta. Now, another thing people like to do when they do speedruns, a lot of them, I don't really like to use Mule Kick too much, but if you use Mule Kick, you can get an MPL, and it's really good for Instas. You could get a lot of kills with it. That would save me a lot of time too. But that's just, you know, whatever personal preference. So here I am trying to, you know, pretty much just last this round. I got the fire trap ready. I should be going into that. See, I kind of went into the other way. I want to go into the wheel spot now because I'm just so low on ammo. So yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit there, you know, not going into that wheel spot because I was going to go around the other way, you know, and just out of kind of like force of habit is the way I was running this. But definitely want to go into that wheel spot when I'm this low on ammo, and I kind of just want to finish out this round. And, you know, this is where I want to really conserve the thunder gun ammo because, you know, I'm getting 29 dogs, so the next dog round I'm pretty much going to have to use the electrical trap to kill the dogs. So I'm gonna round these guys up a little bit here and do another little lap here and just take them around and let these claymores kill them, and drop a couple more claymores, just take them all out, and that finishes out the round. It was a little slow. It wasn't, you know, the fastest. Like I said, there's a lot of things where I lost a lot of time in this game. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, 36 minutes to 30 is decent time. It's not too terrible. It's pretty terrible, but it's just decent time. I mean, you're not going to get the fastest every time. Like I said, you just have to get faster, but you know that there's a lot of things that play in a role in being fast. I point out some of the mistakes that I made. I've noticed a lot of mistakes, so I'm pretty much just, I don't have the ammo. I just want to, let the dogs get killed by the electrical trap, and then I'm back in here, good to go. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. You guys got any questions, send me, put a comment down there, and I'll do my best to answer them. Peace.
But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.